is my Ballerina music box. It really is a beautiful melody.
Let me start off. I brought you a little present. Anything comes in mind?
I missed you. You know that? I missed you. Thank you.
So what comes in mind?
What comes to mind? Pain. Pleasure. A lot of emotions holding this little lady in my hand. They washed her. That's the most important thing.
That's very good. Now, I read it, I don't know if it's true, said Tina and Amy didn't speak to you.
That was true. I made that up. I thought it'd be funny.
You see, and it goes around the world.
I know,
You see,
it's crazy.
to
I had no
Germany.
idea in Germany they'd be like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. Not nice. But they are like the greatest people, and they're so just real, and just they've known each other for so long, and they're just watching them interact is just like, it's like you're watching the greatest movie in the world right there with just the two of them.
Now, a party like that, do you sometimes wish to put yourself back to that time? You know, no responsibilities, no nothing, just go and party.
Yeah, but just for like a couple hours, because then if you're like, oh, I would love to do that for a month, then you would start missing your family and your kids and stuff. But I would love 3 hours with no ramifications where I could do whatever I want and get super drunk and take my clothes off and jump into a pool. That would be fantastic. But once you have kids, you're like, oh, I miss my kids, I think, right? I know.
Aww.
Softie.
Do you have a party where the police came and got shut down?
I
You
did. I had a party in Hollywood when I first moved there, this big dumpy house me and my friends lived in. And for one of my birthday parties, we had maybe 500 people come. And at midnight, someone called the cops, and this very attractive female police officer walked in the backyard, and some drunk idiot was like, "Hey, they got a stripper," and she did not like that, and she very quickly got everyone the hell out of there. So,
that was it.
yeah, that's what happens when you call the cops.
Yeah. So in Sisters, they're throwing the party to say goodbye to their childhood.
Yeah.
How did you say goodbye to your childhood? What was the moment for you when you realized?
Oh, I think I'm still in my childhood a little bit. I mean, I think once you do have a kid, a little bit of you is like, oh, I'm in charge of this thing now. So that's a little bit of it. But I have the mind of a child sometimes. Sometimes I do things or say things, and my wife's like, you're in your mid-30s and you think that that's the way life works? And so I still have a little bit of childlike idiocy.
Now, when you were in your 20s and you pictured your life, what it's going to look like when you're nearly 40s, I mean, just saying nearly, like, so is that what it looked like when you pictured it, when you painted it out?
I think like you have different versions, different scenarios, and like the good scenario is where you're like, oh, you're working and you have a family and you get to work with friends of yours and make good art. And that was kind of the good days. I'd be like, maybe that's what I'll be. And then there's days where you're like, I'm just going to be working in pornography and not even an actor in it, just like the guy that cleans up or something. But I'm so lucky to kind of be able to be in a position where you can hand me something like this and I know what it means.
Do you think being a comedian, it's easier to be a guy than for a woman to be a comedian? Because it's kind of different jokes what guys get away with.
I think maybe back for many years it was easier for men to be the leads in comedies, but I think Hollywood kind of realized, oh wait, we can make female-driven comedies that audiences will go see. And so I think it's a little different. I think women are smarter. I think they have a better handle on reality. And sometimes you like to see movies where it's a bunch of dumb guys being dumb, but sometimes you like to see some comedies that are also R-rated where it's smart women making the wrong choice. So I for every super funny man, there's an equally or funnier woman.
Did you just say women are smarter?
Of course. Jawohl.
Yeah, what? What advice would you give yourself, your younger self? If you know what you know now, when you started out.
What advice would I give myself? I would say to myself, don't worry what people think about you. Don't worry so much about what people think about you. I think when you're younger, you kind of are like, I hope this person likes me, or I gotta impress them, but it doesn't matter. Just work hard and you'll be fine.
You don't worry about this anymore?
I still do sometimes, but I'm worried about what you think. Do you like?
Yes.
Yes. Ah.
So now, when you come home from a day of being funny,
Yes.
you know, like
Very serious when I come home.
really?
No, I'm
No,
still.
no, but I mean, you know, I'm sure it's like tiring.
It
you
is.
know?
Oh no, it is. Yeah, you come home, and luckily I have a wife that is so funny to me, and also makes me funny. So she's able to. I'm able to say funny things without her making me have to work for it. You know what I mean? She just kind of sets me up, and she says funny things. So if you come home and you can still laugh after you've been laughing all day, I think you're very lucky.